Well, babes, this is a video that I've been waiting for too long. Almost 9 months to be exact. And if you're into all things clean, neat, and organized, then this is definitely a video that you're gonna love. So buckle up because this mama right here is ready to get all things organized. Well, I can definitely say that we've got our work cut out for us. And this right here is gonna require all of my energy. So let's make ourselves a nice iced latte to bring up our spirits, shall we? Well, hey babes, what is up? It's Haley and welcome back to my channel. All right, hold up. Let me take you guys out of the trenches here and rest you somewhere else. Okay, that will work. But you guys, welcome back officially to our first nesting vlog. I cannot believe it. This mama is currently 35 weeks pregnant and we have what, like a little less than a month left before baby girl makes her arrival. An exciting time and a nervous one too. Because even though this is my third pregnancy, I have to admit you guys, the entire newborn stage, I completely forgot about it. Everything that is required, everything that I'm gonna need, I had to relearn. And even like pulling out a bunch of the stuff that I had already, I was like, oh my gosh, I completely forgot about the fact that I need to use this. But that being said, for today's video, it's actually going to be so fun to relearn everything together. I basically have an entire 2 days planned of doing the ultimate nesting organization. What does that mean? Everything from baby products to baby food to cleaning, sterilizing, folding, organizing. I've got all of these little compartments to fill, a big box of stuff from my previous newborn stage, so much clothes that we are needing to organize, and we cannot forget about a couple of iconic thrift finds that we gotta see if they actually work. Like a snoo that I thrifted for $25. Today we're gonna put it to the test and see if it's actually working. We've got a nursery to restock, some baby products to prepare too, and truly so much that we have to take care of, so we might as well do it together. And you know what I'm thinking? Since we are already in the kitchen, then how about we go ahead and prepare a little baby corner? Because this whole home, yes, is Haley's corner, but I think that this little girl deserves her own corner too, which is gonna be full of all of the essentials that we can stock up for baby feeding, baby sleeping, and of course all the mama necessities too. While some of these were new, a lot of them I actually picked up on Facebook Marketplace, but we do need a proper spot to organize it all. And I'm actually thinking that this area right over here would be perfect. If you guys remember, I actually used to keep my coffee station over here before we moved it to the back corner right there. But just like I've got a little hydration station in that area, let's make one for baby too, right on over here. So earlier this week, I actually already did go ahead and empty these drawers because I just really wanted to start off with a clean slate. So I want this entire feeding station to basically accommodate both of the types of feedings that I am open to doing. With Aaliyah, I was maybe able to breastfeed her for like 2 months before it became very challenging and we switched on over to formula. With Naomi, I had a much better experience and I was actually able to breastfeed her for 5 months. But we introduced combination feeding pretty early on too. I am planning on breastfeeding with this baby, but knowing my previous experiences, I am very open to the idea of introducing bottles as well and supplementing with formula too. So I'm gonna stock up all of these drawers over here with all of the essentials. So things like nursing pads, some breast milk bags, nipple cream, and silverettes, which if you have no idea what silverettes are, they are basically these little cups that are made of silver. Between your nursing sessions, your nipples tend to get really sore, especially in the beginning stages. These are like so incredible to help you with that pain and that soreness. They keep you from chafing against your clothes or your bra, and they truly help your nipple heal and recover between feedings. They are so incredible that I actually gifted my last pair to my sister when she had her baby, so I had to give myself a new pair. We've got some burp cloths, some bottles, some formula too, all the things that I want to keep on hand for everything related to baby feeds. Okay, so let's start from the top down. I'm gonna work with everything that I want to set up for the countertop area before we go and fill in these actual drawers. And a product that I've loved so much in the past is this. This is the Brezza water warmer. I like the idea of making bottles for baby girl on my own, but this right here is a water warmer. I keep it right on the countertop at all times, filled with filtered water. And basically what it does is that it keeps the water at a perfect temperature for you to get a perfectly warm bottle every single time just by pressing down this little lever. So once I sterilize that will be perfect. And then we've got all of our cleaning tools. This is actually something that I just picked up this morning from Facebook Marketplace. I love this Boone Grass drying rack so much. You just keep it on your countertop, and after you go on ahead and wash your bottles, you could just let them dry just like this. It allows you to keep baby's dishes separately from yours, and it's just a really efficient way to dry all of their bottles. This Boone rack I think is $35 on Amazon, but I was able to score it for $10 secondhand on Facebook Marketplace, along with this little cage that I love so much. If you have small piece items, let's say you want to go and wash small items like baby's nipples from the bottles, you could just pop them into this cage right here, and it keeps all of your compact pieces together so that if you do decide to sterilize them in the dishwasher, again, it doesn't get mixed up with anything else and you don't risk losing any of those small pieces. Which, speaking of, I do need to restock my dishwasher tablets because I just ran out. I keep this little organizer right under my sink, and it is the perfect place to pop in all of my dishwasher pods. These right here are the ones that I love to use. This is from the brand Molly Suds, and if you are going to be washing a lot of baby items in the dishwasher, I would recommend getting cleaner dishwashing tablets, and Molly Suds are great because they have no toxic chemicals, they leave your dishes super clean, and they don't leave your dishes with that like dish soap taste. Do you know what I'm talking about? Anything with cleaner, safer ingredients, I am such a fan of. So gonna keep these under my sink. Okay, for the top of the counter, this is what we've got. And then when it comes to the drawers, if there's anything I've learned from successful organization, it is the use of compartments. Compartments can be done in multiple ways. You could even use little basket inserts just like these. How cute are these beige ribbed ones? Or lately, my personal favorite, especially for kitchen drawers, have been drawer dividers. I have the bamboo ones that I've actually used to organize like my kids drawer. Here's what it looks like. But the bamboo ones are a little bit more expensive. I was actually able to save on these white plastic ones instead that I got from Amazon. I think I got like a pack of 10 for maybe $15. And the way that they work is that you can actually adjust them to whatever size you need to create different compartments in your drawers. Middle slot to go ahead and add in our formula. Like I mentioned to you, when it comes to feeding your baby, there is no one size fits all. Truly, every mama has a different journey and a different experience of what will work for you and your family. I had a great experience with combo feeding in the past, and I'm actually so excited that for the first time, I'm actually going to be trying a new formula with this baby, and this is actually the Bobbie formula. I heard so many incredible things about this. I truly wish that I knew about this brand in the newborn stages with my other girls. Bobbie's formulas are USDA organic, clean label certified, and modeled after breast milk. So they're meant to be easy on your baby's tummy. I told you I've recently been making the switch to just cleaner ingredient products, and this is the only formula I was able to find that has no corn syrup or no palm oils, any of those ingredients that truly, if you don't want to be eating it yourself, why would you want to give that to your baby? This is the world's first and only organic whole milk infant formula. Whether you're exclusively formula feeding, combo feeding, or even if you just want to have the option of having this in your pantry, Bobbie is here to support you no matter your feeding journey. They have a huge range of formulas so you could find whatever is best for you. You could even take a quiz online that kind of asks you for your preferences and gives you a suggestion on which Bobbie formula would be the best one for you and your little one. Like their loved organic infant formula, they have a grass-fed whole milk recipe, and also a gentle option for sensitive bellies. I am here to open up this conversation with you guys. If you want to know anything more about my experience in the past or my experience going forward, leave your questions down below and I'll be happy to answer them. I'll have Bobbie linked down below as well so you guys can go and check their range of formulas. I love the fact that I'm partnering with them because Bobbie is a mom-founded, mom-led team. Being stocked up on this and having it in my pantry ready to go really prepares me for whatever feeding experience I'm gonna have this time around. Okay, Okay, well, moving on to the part that I was kind of dreading the most, the baby clothes. And yes, it's nice, it's cute, it's gonna make me so nostalgic to go through these, but my girls, they have a lot of clothes. Are you even surprised? I mean, they do have me as a mom. Together, we're gonna go through all of these bags, and I mainly wanna focus on things that are like newborn 0 to 3 month stages. And a lot of these are not just clothes, they're also bibs and PJs, shoes, and some other baby must-haves. And because a lot of these bags are already really worn, I actually went ahead and purchased some new vacuum seal bags. So as I go through all of these, I'm going to reorganize and relabel the ones for later stages of life, because right now it's just a mashup of it all, and I desperately need some organization. This is definitely gonna take a while, and I'm for sure gonna be sitting for most of this, so a tight jumpsuit isn't the move. Let me go on and change into something a little more comfortable. Okay, now that is so much more comfortable. I'm telling you guys, these jumpsuits over here, the ones that I get on Amazon, they are $19 each, and I have them in so many different colors. I just layered them with like a little t-shirt underneath, and they are the best fit for pregnant bellies, because like, look how much room I have. Pockets too, and even postpartum, I feel like I'm gonna be lounging in these all the time. But okay, enough about my clothes. Let's get back into baby girls, and I think we'll actually start with this huge bag full of the newborn items. And like I said, when it comes to a ton of these bags, you can see that I truly kept a lot. Like even some baby products like changing mats, a couple little newborn diapers too. Things that we could definitely use again. So whatever is not baby clothes, I'm gonna lay out on this table right here. And then once I have it all stacked up, we're gonna get to organizing that as well. AirPod goes in, show goes on, and we're officially ready to rifle through all of this. Guys, as I'm going through all these, I realized that I even kept some stuff that had some questionable stains on it. So we are going to be donating quite a few of these items, because like, why would I keep something that's got stains? I don't know. But whatever items are clean, I'm just going to put them right over here so we can just throw them into the wash. Oh guys, so little. Oh, the sleep sacks that Naomi was obsessed with. My baby carrier too, which I honestly barely ever wore, because I mean, girl, I carried you for 9 months. After that, I think you have it handled. No, I'm just kidding. This is great to have. Okay, while the clothing laundry is going, there's some other stuff that I'm gonna have to wash, and that is a lot of like the baby items. The thing is, when Ellen and I moved to Florida, we did not have a lot of storage, so we actually have a storage shed outside, and we stored a lot of the baby stuff there. I'm like rethinking if that was a good idea, because now I'm a little bit terrified that everything is like covered in bugs or spider webs, or I don't even know. So I'm recruiting hubby to like help me fish some things out. I did vacuum seal a lot of the items, so like they should be good, but let's see. So the first item we already took out, and there was a frog in it.
It's literally right there.
Oh, it's still there. Like, I'm not joking. Do you guys see him? That little frog was in that.
Oh crap, there's a frog in there. Are we keeping this?
No. Honestly, I don't even know where the rest of that is. That's the Snuggle Me. Shake it. Shake it well, please.
I'm really scared to see what's in here. There's a frog in a plastic bag. Remember that noise?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's actually nuts that we're doing this all over again. Like, I'm excited, but it's like, dang, it's been so long.
Oh my gosh, all you mamas know to love every playmat. Listen to this. I remember that sound. Dang, just take a look at all of the baby items that I have to go ahead and wash. But I'm just glad to know that at least they're clean and free of bugs, if anything. And my house is officially a mess again. But speaking of, it is time that we finally regarded the long-standing question. The snoo that I thrifted for $25, which obviously needs a good clean regardless. But yeah, $25. I was able to find the snoo. If you guys are not familiar with the snoo, this is actually a baby bassinet that has motions in it that it literally like rocks baby to sleep. It can detect where baby is in the sleeping pattern and actually starts to like rock and play sounds and moves to help soothe baby back to sleep. This thing right here is worth over $1,500, and I was able to thrift it for $25. And now it's time for me to give you the official update. So like I told you, when I first got the bassinet, I gave it a quick inspection and I saw that it came in with the plug-in outlet. So I was like, okay, why would someone include it if it doesn't work, right? But what I didn't expect is that when I would actually go ahead and open the bassinet, here is the cushion, here is the little foam pad. At the store, this this is basically what I saw. I was like, okay, yeah, everything looks great. But then as I brought it home and I started to inspect it, I noticed that there was a bag of a bunch of like plastic pieces and screws. And then I realized that this item right here was not screwed in. So I pulled it out when I realized that for whatever reason, the actual bassinet was taken apart. I searched up a tutorial and I just thought to myself, maybe someone was like trying to clean the net, because in order to get rid of the net, you literally have to take the entire thing apart. So I followed a tutorial to see if I can put it back together. But then I realized something so sad. There are these wires right here that you're basically supposed to fish through the bassinet, and they're all supposed to have this little metal edge on them. So this one has it, this one has it as well. But then this third wire, it's ripped off. So I have nothing to connect it to when it comes to the second piece. So technically right now the snoo is not functioning as a snoo, and it really just works as like a regular bassinet. That being said, I am at a standstill right now where I would like really love your opinions, and I'm so curious as to what you guys would do. Knowing that I only paid $25 for this thing, and that if it is functioning, it is valued like as something really expensive, is it worth it for me to just go try to find an electrician to see if he can like fix that wire and possibly make this work? Because I still don't know why the wire was ripped. Like, electricians can honestly get expensive. Like, is it worth the extra, I don't know, $100 to $200 investment maybe that it will take to possibly fix this to make it function? Because I'll tell you what, this is my third pregnancy, and with my other girls, like, we were lucky enough that I never really had like a motion moving bed. Like, yes, nights were still sleepless, they would still cry at night, but that's normal in the newborn phase. So like, I don't even know if I like need this function, but like, I also just feel like if I can make it work, that will just be my most epic thrift find ever. Or another option is to just like leave it non-operational and then just keep it as a bassinet on the main floor here. It just means that I have to go and clean all of this by hand because this netting doesn't really come off. So I have to find a good way to scrub out all of these stains, which if you guys do have any like laundry tips on how I can wash this or what products I can use to wash it, since I can't throw it in the actual laundry. How do you guys get rid of stains, especially on like white items, without putting them in the laundry? If you have any tips, please list them down below for me. But yeah, I mean, I would love to know, guys, the snoo. Is it worth me trying to see if we can fix it? Or should we just use it as a regular bassinet on the main floor, just as a place for baby to rest and sleep, and not even pay mind to the whole motor function of it all? Decisions. But that is the update that so many of you guys wanted, which I even bought the swaddle for it. I was literally ready to have this thing going, and I was so optimistic. But still, like, as a regular bassinet for $25, it's still hella worth it. But what would you guys do if you were me? Let me know below. Okay, moving on to some more organization. As I was getting some of the items out, I actually found my little portable caddies. I always had one on the floor downstairs and one on the floor upstairs, and I love these things. You see how it even has this little divider that you can go in and add. Basically, this becomes your portable basket of all of your baby essentials. So things like diapers, wipes, and extra change of clothes. It's so convenient to have, so I think I'm gonna take this on upstairs. I did actually also order an online rolling caddy just like this that I can go ahead and add it to my bedroom, because having a big caddy of all your essentials by your bedside is really convenient. I don't have that today, but I do think that getting these portable ones ready, one for upstairs and one for downstairs, is already great. And now that the laundry is actually done, I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with all the newly cleaned burp cloths, some newborn baby clothes too, as well as like filling up the dresser in her nursery too. So this dresser right here in the nursery is gonna be where I'm actually gonna put a lot of the baby girl clothes, because Naomi is still currently using the closet in the nursery since it is technically still her bedroom. But like I said, most of the items I'm probably gonna keep in my room, but I do want to store them all in here for now. The dresser itself has a ton of storage, which is amazing, but as you can see, a lot of these drawers are really deep and big, which I actually want to go ahead and divvy up into little sections, so it's gonna be easier to fold away all the baby clothes. And the two best items in order to do that is obviously, first of all, drawer dividers. These are thicker than the ones that I have downstairs, but I love them for helping to create different sections. And then these ones I actually had with Naomi. I got them from Amazon. They are some incredible dividers that you could just put together like this, and they come in a bunch of different sizes. These narrow ones, I love to stack the little sleepers in there. The tiny cubes are perfect for things like hats, mittens, and socks. So let me configure where in the drawer I want it all before we get to stacking up the clothes. Okay, the changing station looks pretty cute. I put a new clean sheet on the changing pad, and we have a bunch of her newborn essentials already organized, like t-shirts, pants, sleepers. These are just bibs, and we've got a couple swaddles here. And then here we have like the fitted crib sheets, some more swaddles, socks, and hats. These ones over here are still empty because I do have to go still buy newborn diapers, and I want to restock this with wipes as well. So that's where everything like that is gonna go. And then you saw the little caddy that I made. This is perfect. I can honestly just take this on the go because like I said, I'm gonna have one upstairs and downstairs. So whether I'm transferring between here, the bath, or the bedroom, I'll just take this with me. We have a couple changes of clothes, some pacifiers, some wipes, the only few newborn diapers that I had, some more burp cloths, and then these little like portable pacifier holders are awesome. And I mean, I do have to say, for like 2 days of work, we actually did really well. All of her clothes are ready at this point, so are all of the bed sheets and stuff. I think next I'm gonna have to go and tackle things like building the bouncers, washing up all of like the bassinet stuff, the car seats, more of like the deep cleaning stuff that I've been avoiding. And you guys know me, with how much I like jump around, even though I do have to do nesting, I actually think our next vlog is gonna be another makeover. I, for some reason, just had it come over me that I want to add backsplash to my kitchen and tiles, and I want to do it myself. And for some reason, I just feel like I want to do it now. So stay tuned for the next vlog. It's probably gonna be a mix of like doing some more nesting stuff, and I'm actually going to be applying backsplash to my kitchen. Wish me luck. I think that will kind of be my most challenging project yet. But I'm out here always challenging myself, as if this right here is not challenge enough right now. But guys, we got so much done. Her feeding area is ready. Her clothes are ready to go. Truly, the list is winding down of what I need to do before her arrival. But having at least all of like the clothes, the linens, and the feeding station ready, like those are truly the essentials. So even if she plans to surprise us early, we are set with all of that. Especially because I'm gonna be the one literally feeding her. But even having some formula ready on hand, I just know we're truly set with everything we'll possibly need. Which, speaking of, little reminder, if you guys do want to check out Bobbie, I'm gonna leave the link down below. For any of you expecting mamas, no matter what your feeding plan is with your baby, having a can of formula in your house is like definitely a must, because you really never know what direction you're gonna go in. So if you are gonna be having that, definitely choose the best quality formula, which I definitely think is Bobbie. So I'm gonna leave a link down below if you guys do want to go ahead and check out their formulas for yourself. And with all that being said, for all of you that are watching up to this point, thank you for watching me sweat and prepare for baby girl. If you are watching up to this point, you are the real MVPs. I love the ones who stick around all the way till the end. If you are watching up to this point, then comment down below nesting mama, because truly that is the phase of life that we're at right now, and I'm really liking this season of life. Thank you all so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below if you haven't already, to stick around in these last couple of weeks before baby girl arrives, because we have so much fun content coming up and I love having you guys around. Love you all forever and always, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one.